I'd be doing myself a huge favor if I just maintain it. I think I just got a haircut. Uko? Uko can licko these nuts. I ever actually bump into Uko, you better believe that my mispronunciation of his name is gonna be the least of his fucking problems. Who's done this? Framery! I appreciate y'all's company as well. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have this channel. I genuinely, like, you know, I very well could at some point go down the path of, like, actually trying to become, like, a lawyer or something like that, but I don't want to do anything besides stream and then one day not ever work again. Like, there's no other job I want to have. There's no other job I want to have.
This is the story of the newest denizen.
I love gold! Oniros pays it forward. It goes to Mad Havanitia. Mad Havanitia. Thank you so much.
This is the story of the newest
Glitch.
denizen of the cave.
What the fuck is this emote? Tier 360 months. Let's just say my wife tested positive for COVID, so I may have a lot of extra time coming up in the days to come to watch the channel. You know, it's not to say that I ever feel like what I do doesn't provide value to people. I had a really difficult time for a couple of years, defining or explaining to people why what I did mattered at all. So much gunpowder potion. But then 2020 happened, and I was just like, oh no, this really does matter. For situations just like that, like I'm more community manager than I am video game professional. As much as I'd like to convince myself otherwise. Don't mind me. Whee. I don't want to get that looked at by a medical professional. It burns when I pee. I am switching games today, which feels weird. I genuinely insist on us playing some Void Bastards today. It's not even like Void Bastards is a bad game that we're forcing ourselves to get through. We're enjoying Void Bastards very much. It's just been a very long time since I've had a video game catch me the way Noita's caught me. I don't actually believe that. How much money do you know? Maybe not. You know, never say never. I've always said that my integrity can't be bought, but it can be rented at very reasonable and competitive rates. But you know, it's like, am I enjoying Noita? Yes, I am. Would I like to play Dark Souls 1? Would I like to play Knights of the Old Republic 2? Would I like to play Nier Automata Tomato? All these games sound fun too. As long as we're only playing Noita, we're never gonna get to them though. Do I want to play Returnal? Ah, do I want to play Returnal? I want to play Returnal so bad. But as long as we're only playing Noita, that can't become a reality. So at some point, you know, we got to shift gears at least a little bit. Knights of the Old Republic 2, if I'm not mistaken, Firmery, I think is after Void Bastards. It's either that or one of the Ratchet and Clank games. Can you try to schedule what day to play, which games you want to play? I mean, Monday through Friday. We have a schedule. It's Monday through Friday. We play a roguelike until lunchtime. And then we switch for a couple hours and we work our way through the list of games that people have paid me to play. We just haven't done that in a while because Noita's been a hell of a lot of fun. So anywho, we just have the list of games Chat's paid you to suffer through. Some of them, especially during Halloween, some of those were rough. I mean, like not rough. Like I genuinely think it's been since Sundered that I've played a game that Chat paid me to play that I didn't enjoy. We had a stretch of them there for a hot minute though. We had kind of a bad experience with Splitgate Arena with Brizzy. That wasn't our fault, though. We had kind of a bad experience with Sundered. We stopped Quake early because it was very rinse, wash, repeat. So for a split second, I was just like, damn, maybe I'm just like... maybe I should revisit this whole policy of just letting Chat pick, because I feel like I've not enjoyed the last couple of games. But then... oh, and I almost quit Scott Pilgrim before I realized you could level your fucking character up, and it made it ridiculously easy after that. Myst was good. Death's Door was great. All of the Halo games were amazing. I Am Fish was fun for a day. Celeste was exceptional. Journey to the Savage Planet outstayed its welcome a little bit, but was a ton of fun. Persona 5 Scramble outstayed its welcome, if such a thing were even possible, because I fucking love Persona. The Messenger was fun. So we got Void Bastards. Knights of the Old Republic 2 would be next. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart would be after that. Space Marine of Birds and Cage. More Dreamscaper. Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Returnal. Nier Automatic Tomato. Dead Cells. The Outer Wilds DLC. Ender Lilies, Henry Stickmin, It Takes Two, Meat, Portal Death Job, Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action, Portal 2 with Brizzy, Bright Memory Infinite, Persona 4 Golden is on our fucking to-do list, Metroid Dread, Stray, we did do Dead by Daylight, I should clean that up, Shadow of the Colossus, an Isaac item tier list, ugh, Ni no Kuni, Breath Edge, Saints Row 3, Frostpunk. Oh, fuck. Haptic feedback vest for Phasmophobia. Ghost of Tsushima. The Celeste DLC and B-sides. Have a Nice Death. A Plague Tale Innocence. Star Wars Pinball. Expedition Zero. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Dead Estate. Chrono Triggers and Dark Souls 1. We've got awesome games, you know? We got awesome games left, or still, we have awesome games to play, but we have to like get to them. Choice Chamber was life-changing. Wait, you can level up in that game? Psychon, did you not know that too? Oh, dude. I was sitting there thinking to myself, why is the difficulty on this Scott Pilgrim game so stinking high? I was like, I'm just getting booty blasted every single time I walk into a room. And then I went and bought like additional, like I bought things that were like +1 to strength. And I was like, I've already bought one of these, so I don't know if I could do it again. And then I bought like 9 more and they're like, you've got +9 strength. And I was like, wait, I can buy unlimited resources and they stack? Yeah, no, you can buy unlimited resources and they stack. As soon as I did that, I spent all this money that I had accumulated and had nothing to spend it on because I didn't think stuff stacked. And the next thing I knew is we beat the rest of the game in like 90 minutes. I went from going, I'm just gonna have to quit this game, to beating the game in an hour and a half after that. I had no idea. I had no idea. Who are you gonna play It Takes Two with? I'm not sure, to be totally honest. Yo, Star Wars Squadrons is free on Epic. I'll have to make sure and get to that after stream is over. I've already beat Elden Ring. Elden Ring I liked very much, but I also felt like it outstayed its welcome just a little bit for me. I liked Elden Ring so much, but I gotta admit that I think I like an on-the-rails Dark Souls experience better. I hope that they keep working on it, and I hope they keep refining it. I can't wait to see more of their open world stuff. But I have to admit that by the time Elden Ring was over, and I can't remember any of the lore. I remember lore for everything else, man. Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2 and 3. I remember lore for Sekiro. I can't remember any. I can barely remember any of the lore for Elden Ring. And then I go and watch Vati Vidya, and he uses terms that I understand, but I'm just like, fuck, I forgot what these people's relationships were because there was just so much stuff to process. Yeah, Glitch says we aren't going to get all bangers. Sometimes we just need to drop games that we know are bad. So, like, we haven't had a lot of games that were bad, and some of them were just personal preference. They just weren't my kind of game. I don't think that Outer Worlds was bad. It's just not, it wasn't my kind of game. Sunder's not a bad game. It got great reviews. It's just not my kind of game. No, I really didn't like Outer Worlds. I think Outer Worlds is a bad game. But I don't dislike that people enjoy it. I just fucking hated it. God, did I hate it. Gonna let me buy you a life insurance policy on you before that haptic feedback vest. We were gonna do it during Halloween this year, Lauren, but then my mod team was like, wait, Phasmo devs may suck. And I was like, oh, okay, well, if we're done with Phasmo, I don't need to buy a vest. So I've been waiting to see if there was any sort of adjustment to see about Phasmo devs. Do they suck or do they not suck? Framery, again, thank you so much for the $100 tip. I know that was 16 minutes ago, but I just don't feel like I made a big enough deal about it. One thing I'm having Roy build into goal harmony is the ability to set a limit on the number of open goals. Fucker. Before adding new ones, we could always have this factor in completed ones. You have 27 unscheduled completed goals. Are you sure you want to add a new one? I mean, ultimately, I guess it would matter more to me if I ever felt like I was gonna stop streaming. As it stands, I don't anticipate stopping streaming anytime soon. So I need content, so I'm not sweating that too bad. But I do get a little bit apprehensive about setting too many goals and not setting too many new goals before I've met the old ones, or at least some of them. Yeah, Abermuffin, they're not doing that at all. They've got zero interest in letting Amber keep any of that money. They let her know immediately that they were gonna bring that money back. Yeah, God, dude, they throw a huge fit too if you call it a state and not a commonwealth. Man, oh man. Wouldn't that be in the offer letter? The last thing I want is, on top of the insult to injury on this, is to like mansplain any of this to Amber and be like, baby, have you tried turning it off and back on again? Like any of that sort of shit. Oh no! This man picked up the wand that I dropped and tried to take me to task with it. It's already such a borderline insulting situation to her. The last thing I want to do is compound it by trying to mansplain it to her. So I'm trusting that she's figuring it out, and I'm there if she needs support. But you know, if she needs me to contribute or help or counsel or whatever, but all things being equal, I'm just kind of working under the assumption that she'll this is her job and this is her life, and if she needs my advice, then she'll solicit it. If not, then she'll make decisions based on what she thinks is right. I'm sure she'll ask me for feedback along the way, but you know, it's not the 50s. I don't get to just tell, oh Jesus! I don't get to just like tell her to quit because I'm the man and I say so or whatever. You know? There's a couple of states that are commonwealths. What are the other ones? Not to change the subject, but somebody was saying that Pennsylvania's a commonwealth. Oh, it's my gold. I knew there were other ones. I have no idea whether or not they are as fucking feisty about it as Virginia is. We're the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but people don't really care. That's right. If I'm if I'm gonna commit, if I'm gonna commit to being like an old ass man in our conversations, if I'm gonna commit to boomer ideologies, it's gonna be trying to bring back the term haberdasher, not trying to like stuff women barefoot and pregnant back into the kitchen. Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Yeah, in Virginia, they give a shit. They really, they get their underoos in a twist if you call it a state and not a commonwealth. I have no idea what the difference is between a state and a commonwealth, if I'm being real with you. I grew up in Pennsylvania, nobody cares. Yeah, I've never seen another state make a big deal out of it the way Virginia does. This is taking forever. I hurt myself today. See if I still feel. Happy to hear someone else says underoos. I'm beginning to learn that I share a lot of weird pop culture references or vocabulary picadillos with a lot of folks, a lot of idiosyncratic idioms and maxims and shit that's rattling around inside my head that apparently a handful of folks in chat do as well. Torin, what's going on, homie? It's literally just the name. Wow, what a silly thing to get pedantic over. What a silly thing to get pedantic over. Everyone I know goes away in the end. Technically, it's a difference in the state voting process as far as I know, but yeah, basically nothing. You can have it all. I'm hurt. I did this to myself, but I'm getting impatient because everything's really slow. The air must be humid on this level because I can't light anything on fire, which is normally a boon. Yep, inch by inch is a cinch, yard by yard it gets hard. I've had a love affair. Oh no. I've had a love affair with words for as long as I've been a kid, or since I've been a kid. Since I was a child, I had a real love affair with words. I caught shit from people in high school because they'd just be like, oh, that's a big fancy word. And I was like, I'm sorry, you're simple. Whoops. That ain't right. Nothing to it but to do it. I mean, it's also, I think, a product of me living in several different parts of the United States. So whatever sounded like it was worth saying, I just went ahead and brought back with me. There's one in the South that I use from time to time that people have no idea what I'm talking about here. I mean, this is still the South, but I'm talking about, like, the legitimate South. There's, boy, I really fell with my butt in the butter. People would be like, why do you want your butt to be in butter? And I'm like, I don't know. I just know that it means that I lucked out. It's what I get for being raised on the set of Designing Women, basically. Being a kid, hanging out with my mom and my aunts. Yeah, nothing to it but to do what I say. A lot of dadisms live in me. I don't know if they always did, but they certainly do now. Where'd this frog go? There we go. Neato burrito. Butter before chilling is very soft. That's fair, yeah, room temperature butter, if you were to fall with your butt, like if you were to fall, it'd be like landing in a little delicious cushion. I cooked with so much butter during Thanksgiving. That's not going where it says it's gonna go. Whoa, finally something lit on fire. Ooh, we're so close. We're so close to, lunchtime. Hey, speaking of being so close, we're 12 installs away on this Capital One shopping extension app, which if you're doing Cyber Monday shopping, you owe it to yourself to try to save a little money. This Cyber One shopping extension, this Capital One shopping extension app, as far as I understand it, is basically Honey, but if Honey worked really well. Once we hit 50, they'll give away, what is it? It's a Switch. They'll give away a Switch and a Panda Express gift card for $100 over the next 30 days. If we install it 200 times, I think the grand prize is, can't remember. It's big. It's $1,500 worth of stuff. A Razer headset, a PlayStation 5, and a Steam Deck. I don't even own a Steam Deck. But they did a thing that I love, which is they not only showed up with money for me, but they showed up saying that they wanted to give stuff to you. And if you want to know the fastest way to my heart as a broadcaster, and this is going to sound like I'm pandering, but I'm really not. You want to know the fastest way to my heart as a broadcaster, give my audience shit. I guess give my audience shit, like let them know who's boss, but also like give them stuff. Yeah, that Steam Deck seems so cool. What was oh, Hades, that's what it was. They have Control and Hades on there. And there's a part of me that's like, oh man, I can't even imagine how much fun it would be. Like, I think part of the reason I don't play video games for fun as much anymore is because I don't want to come back up and sit down in my office after I've left. The moment that I get done here and go downstairs, I don't want to come back up here again until the next time I work if I don't have to. Nothing about that sounds like fun. Sitting in the office after I've wrapped up my workday doesn't sound like fun. But if I could take that Steam Deck down to the couch and play Hades or play Slay the Spire, yeah, I know they've got a phone. I know they've got a phone app, but it costs money and I've already bought the game once and I don't want to start my save file over. But if I could play Slay the Spire or Monster Train or Hades or something like that while sitting on my couch, hoo-wee, Rick. Edmund tried to put us in our place. Is that how he got so close to your heart? He was aiming for my heart. How dare I speculate about the intentions of a person who lives in a very public scope? I got rejected, Taffy. I put on my VPN later to download it. Fair. Steam Deck looks amazing, but I think I'm probably gonna wait for the inevitable Steam Deck 2. We'll see. For me, I played The Last God of War on mine, and it runs well. Oh. I've got a copy of Persona 5R for Switch, so I wouldn't need to play it on the Switch. But there are so many other Steam games that I would play. There are so many other Steam games I would play if I could play them sitting on the couch. Honestly, even Amber said that she thought, like, the boys for years and years... Oh my god. The boys for years and years have been trying to get me to play more video games with them, but I don't want to go sit in the library because we frankly just don't have any furniture in there. But I would sit on my couch in the living room depending on which game they wanted me to play. But yeah, we were just talking about, like, how genuinely we might actually get to a spot where I'd be more inclined to play video games with the boys if it meant that I could sit in a comfortable place and do it without coming back up to the office. Steam Deck, Emu Deck, very emulator, ever plays Breath of the Wild better than Switch. Goodness gracious. So anywho.
Hey man, those are bits.
Fourth monitor. What the hell? What's down here? Ah, let go. Catching a random pixel here. Man, there's not gonna be anything over there worth a damn. I'm not gonna subject myself to the risk. Do we know this one? Oh yeah, we traded this one out. I think we're basically done with this floor. That's rotten meat. I was hopeful that that was gold. Gold! Hello. Alright, well, I caught most of that with my mouth. I guess that's where we'll go down to exit. Oh, it is almost lunchtime. I'm so hungry. Chat, the other day I was on YouTube, and I found a blog from the voice actor who played An, where she and her hubby went to Tokyo on their honeymoon. And the one thing she truly wanted to do, which he obliged her on, was they went around Tokyo looking for all the landmarks in Persona. So she went around, like, the Shibuya market. She went around the Shibuya Underground and the Shibuya Mall, underground mall that was down there. She went to the meeting place in the station when they didn't want to meet at LeBlanc, and they would go to that, like, sky bridge with all the lights and stuff behind it. It was pretty cool. Don't do that with Persona 5. The locals hate it in that neighborhood. I'm not going to Tokyo anytime soon. And if I do show up there, like, they're just gonna have to cope with me taking a couple of photographs. This is the voice actor who played An, and I don't know her well enough to reach out to her. She seemed pretty okay with doing it. Boy, Kiba, they didn't help themselves at all then, because during in one of the Shibuya shopping areas, they were fucking playing the Persona OST over a loudspeaker. Like, she actually was like walking around. Shibuya is different. That's the only place I'm talking about right now. I don't understand. I'm confused about what we're talking about, I guess. That's what I'm saying, is like, the locals are just gonna have to deal with me going to a subway station and taking a photograph, or going to a public shopping area and taking a photograph. Yeah, no, you and me are talking about very different things. She started off the blog by saying that she was not gonna be able to find LeBlanc because that's a residential area and she didn't want to cause problems. So even the vlog I'm talking about itself is not doing what you're upset about. She didn't do that either. Nobody in any blog I've only ever seen one person do this, and that was the lady playing On. Yeah, no, I'm talking about heavily foot trafficked public areas where they're quite literally playing the OST over a loudspeaker. Okay, well, Kiba wants you to know that if you are planning to go to Tokyo, to go into a residential neighborhood to try to find LeBlanc, that you should not do that. I have helped you announce that to the rest of chat. Chat, if you were toying with going to Tokyo to invade the residential areas that you think might look like LeBlanc to take photographs, that's probably a bad idea. Write that down. All that said, the video I watched did not do or advocate for that. She did exactly what I said she was doing, which was she went to all the very public spaces, like Shibuya Station, the fashion district, whose name I've forgotten, the Shibuya Underground Mall, the Sky Bridge, which was their meeting place outside of LeBlanc. At one point, she was walking through one of the shopping areas, and it was closed off to pedestrian foot traffic, but she literally looked down it and goes, "That's the alleyway you would go to get to the airsoft gun store," but it was all like backdoor entrances to like shops, and they had like little I don't know, like little 2-foot tall stumbling blocks that looked like danger cones that basically said no pedestrian foot traffic. Go to Tokyo, knock on residential doors. Got it. What if I'm leaving tacos in their mailboxes, therefore spreading the holiday cheer that is Taffy's Taco Tuesday? I just walk around with a bag of tacos, and I'm like, I'm from Texas originally. I'll give you tacos for okonomiyaki or takoyaki. Pretty please. Kichijoji? Kichijoji was in Persona 5, but I want to say it started with an H. Areas in Persona 5. Harajuku. She went to Harajuku. Oh, Kichijoji isn't in the base game, only in Royal. Gotcha. Yeah, I never played the base game. Got some okonomiyaki on the menu for this weekend. I want okonomiyaki so bad. So yeah, she went to Shibuya, she went to Harajuku. She found a bunch of the very public, very foot trafficky, very people are profiting off of the fact that it was in Persona, and there's Persona shit everywhere type of commercial areas. She didn't go to anywhere, residential. But I thought that was pretty cool. when Taffy demonstrated it, look at his little feet. I love him so much. And now you guys get to love him as well. His little feetsies are the best. Chat, did I just simp for On? I feel like I just simped for On. did I? Let's see. Oh, holy Christ, this thing.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
I totally read it as lickable feet. Cletus, what's going on, homeboy? How the fuck you is? Oh, what did I miss from Stevie? God, Cletus, tier 3, 57 months, dude. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate the shit out of you. Is she on Cameo since the voice actor for Meg was not? I have no idea. That's a Cameo question. I don't know if that was aimed at me or not. I've only been on Cameo once, and that was to get Silicon Valley gift for Nate. I didn't really look for the Persona characters. I hope your inner place gets invaded now. Inner place or inner peace? Man, this is not a great wand. Yeah, yeet. It was probably Inner Peace, and I read it so wrong. Yeah, that's her name, Erica Harlacker, and apparently she is in fact on Cameo. She seemed delightful. And her husband seemed very pleasant as well. Her videos are temporarily unavailable. Alright, so we got Electric Torch, Bomb, Double Spell, which I'll probably go ahead and pick up. Spark Bolt's okay. Luminous Drill. I do want Luminous Drill on something. I don't know what, though. Spark Bolt, Fire Bolt, Vertical Barrier sure exists. I don't want Thundercloud. Delayed Spellcast. Ghost Pepper. I might roll these. Did we reach the plushie goal? We surely did. We surely did. Oh God, I'd forgotten all about Angel Angel Pussy. I think we go perk lottery since this is the first floor. All right, well, not this one, but maybe the next one. Fuck, I'm so hungry. Is this better down here? Wait. 120, 34, 220, 45. Yeah, we'll do this. This will just come up here. That's sustainable longer. How do you forget about Angel Pussy? I hadn't slept in 3 days and was running on fumes from all the RTA shit. And I still remember Angel Pussy. Listen! I do and say a lot of weird and some would even argue dumb shit. I don't have time to catalog all of it. Biblically accurate Angel Pussy to be accurate. Ugh. Chat, should I take a little stand up? I haven't taken a break at all. 2.5 hours. We're in between floors. Let me go ahead and set y'all and stand on this bloody pedestal here. I love food. Man, now I want to go to the Turks and Caicos. Let's say you throw a bomb at me, it'll be the last thing either one of us does. That's a pretty good wand. The fuck? And away. Nope. I'm trapped and going to burn to death. JK. That's a good wand. Wrong one. Oh, that's hitting me, huh? Dude, those nests are a pain in the ass. I don't think I'm gonna chase stray coal. That just seems like a really decent way to get myself murdered. We'll just do this. Shit, my gold! That gold's doomed. Now, wasn't the gold I went there for, but it is gold. Ow, 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 ow. That didn't work quite how I expected it would. Welcome back, Apocalyptic. Vio! I miss you, friend. I hope you're doing well. Dude, I'm not finding any reason for me to have come all the way up here and fought the whole way up here, sitting here slow drilling this stuff out, hoping for like a health upgrade or something. I'm getting a whole lot of bupkis to show for it. Unreal. Let me out. I don't know that Vio celebrated American Thanksgiving, considering the fact that I've only ever known Vio as living in Canada and Austria. Oh, did you really? No shit. I take it back. How was it? In America right now. Never mind. Where are you in the States? And what did you have to eat? And was it delicious? You're in Pennsylvania. Oh, you're just around the corner from me. Just around the corner. Food and yes. Yeah.
This is the sound of the newest denizen of the cave.
American Thanksgiving food does hit kind of different. Everyone here has to know what an absurd appreciation I have for the cuisines of other countries. But there is something special about American. There's a TikTok that I was watching that I've been getting into recently. That's a woman and either her boyfriend or her fiance or her husband or significant other or whatever, introducing her Korean parents to a whole bunch of American foods they'd never had before, and they just did the one where it was introducing her Korean parents to American Thanksgiving, and they took a whole bunch of the ingredients and found lettuce. They found green leaf lettuce and they loaded up turkey and stuffing and drizzled it with cranberry sauce, and then put in like whatever the green beans were or whatever, and then hit it with like a little bit of gravy and then rolled it up and made it into like a spring roll almost. And that's how they were trucking back. That's how they were trucking back Thanksgiving, and they were very impressed. Pecan pie is a little weird to look at for sure. A lot of our pies are. Chest pie is one that my mom always makes that's delightful, but it just looks super. What the fuck, dude? Well, Vio, it was nice having you around. I always am thrilled when we get to have these little talks. I'm always, I feel soul refreshed when you and I get to have these about 35-second heart-to-hearts. Boop. Says 738 seconds. You let me know if that's suitable, Glitch. the boop from space. At some point, I gotta find an excuse to take my happy ass to Austria. Vienna is a bucket list city for me for sure. I don't know that it would be as high a bucket list city as like Tokyo. but Vienna's definitely up there. I bet you it's a. I say I bet you it certainly is a gorgeous city. Oh, hello. Well, I've been getting. Via whispers me and says, "Tell that glitch motherfucker that he activated the gremlin. That is all." Okay, have a good stream, Taffy. I love you. Oh shit, that's funny. Oh man. Thank you, Theo. I adore you. Oh, that's funny. No, the plugin's not broken. I think it's just that her name is literally so short that it doesn't work. I don't think it works with names that are like 3 letters long. Oh shit, that's funny. That made me tear up after all this going through the trouble of going and getting my eye drops put in, and now I'm just naturally crying. Ooh, I don't really care so much about the wand, but having magic bolt with trigger almost always strikes me as being very good. I didn't mean to blow things up. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, no, I don't think the bot works on names that are that small. Glitch! I know it doesn't matter a ton to you, but thank you so much for the $250, even though I know the ulterior motive was to take an aggressive poop on Vio. Oh no. The fuck? I guess I'll go around. Stop making babies! Holy shit, how many of you are there? Seems like a terrible idea, but I can't not. Nothing good's gonna come from blowing that up. But it was fun to watch. No, step physics, what are you doing? Hey, we got him. He did. I've got a gnarly headache all of a sudden. I think part of it's from laughing. There have been a couple of times where I've like legitimately just kind of had to stop stream today long enough to give myself permission to laugh. I think each one of those spawn drop gold. The trick of it is getting that gold before you get murdered. Every time I think about, oh my god. Well, hold on. Bounce, poison arc, and just a whole bunch of teleport. It doesn't seem great. Well, I'd love to have a better digging wand, though. Ever so patient. Many ones down there. It's our first health upgrade we've come across in a while. Which one of you dingbats was running around with this? Stats-wise, that's a pretty good wand. I just don't see me wanting to get rid of my well, wait, do I have shotgun blast in my spells. It's a much better wand than this one is. I won't have it for the rest of the run, or for the rest of the floor, which is not great. Let's do this. Let's go here. The White Class Trailer Trash says, you know, it does sound great though, saving money, which you can do with Capital One. Check out ! Giveaway for details. It is 100% unadulterated upside for you, chat. It's one of the only times I've ever showed up and said, you can do something that's absolutely free, and one of you is going to get either hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for it. I don't get to do or say that very often. The extension's been pretty clutch. Yeah, I can only imagine. I don't know, I don't know what your Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Small Business Saturday situations have been. But from everything I've read from the reviews, man, everybody, not everybody, but I mean, mostly everybody, oh shit. Mostly everybody who has utilized that extension has had, in the reviews, good things to say about it. There's not a notification. We do have that little giveaway thing-a-ding over there above Madrina's. It updates about once an hour. It's not as in real time as the other stuff is that we have. It's not bad. So we're about 10 installs away from getting either, was it 200 bucks, or someone's gonna get a $100 Panda gift card and a Switch Lite. I don't know, AKA. I would imagine that you would probably need to have Honey uninstalled, if I'm being real with you. Since it's a direct competitor, I would have to guess that at the very best in a situation like that, you'd have them competing with each other for priority. And at the very worst, they may even screw each other up. I actually think the value of the prizes, if I'm being honest, High Class Trailer Trash, I think the value of the prizes is more than $200. So I think it's one of those things where it's like you can take the prizes or you can take slightly less money than what it's worth. This, right, there we go. Got him. Thanks for peroxide. We have 3 switches in the house. I have to buy another one. I told the boys that I'd give them another switch, which means a switch for every dude in the house. What's probably gonna happen is I'll buy myself the new OLED one, and then I'll give Rory mine. Shit. I'll give Rory my office one, and then I'll buy myself the OLED, and then Grayson will just keep the one that already exists. And then the boys won't have to share the Switch anymore. Ah. There we go. Look at me grabbing up all the health. I used Switch Lite at GameStop as $179. Alright, so it is worth more than the cash. You can either take slightly less in cash or slightly more in prizes, is what it seems like is going on at each level. Point-blank shot with an acid ball, I feel like should do a lot more than it did right there. Good grief. Sorry, that was a real time investment I had to get through right there. Oh god, this is the fungal caverns, huh? This is gonna be a real commitment if I decide to do it. Taffy or Noah, if he's still here, if one of us wins and we want the Panda gift card but not the Switch, can we choose either the cash or can we donate the Switch to St. Jude or something? Oh, I'm sure we could figure something out, yeah. I don't know that they're gonna, what's the word? Mix and match cash and prizes. But I'm willing to bet, yeah, like, you know, St. Jude has a lot of St. Jude has a lot of recreational facilities there for the kids, which includes a lot of video game lounges. I mean, not to talk you out of spending money just, you know, for St. Jude, but all things equal, you could just take the $200
the newest
and
denizen of the cave.
buy your own $100 Panda gift card and keep $100. I'll be Patty's tier 1 3 years. 3 years. The days are long and the years are short. Once again, thanks to Glitch for my gifted sub. As we say in the business, install early and often. Justin's apparently starting to do this now too. His chat was asking whether or not we could raid Shadow Legends this thing. I do not know. But it would be cool. Sethus, what's going on, man? Trying to wrap my head around what $100 in Panda Express looks like. That's about 2 good meals, depending on how much you enjoy Panda Express. About 2 pretty aggressive meals. Evil Smile Clown, what's going on, man? Raid it, you say. Doing well, homie. How was the weekend? You know, I wish it was a little more restful. But all things being equal, I can't complain. I got a lot of stuff done that I was meaning to get done. I didn't get nearly as much done as I hoped, all told. Ow, caught that one. My daddy once caught a bullet. Ooh, Nelly. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff done. I don't want to say, like, I don't want to demean what happened. We funded our plushie. I just had to coax it along with an additional $2,000 investment. But the plushie got funded. I went to my in-laws when a whole bunch of other people in our family didn't. So I felt pretty good about showing up and showing out when I said I would. Amber and I deep cleaned the office. Oh, you know, Grippus, like, I don't categorize Panda as Chinese food any more than, like, if you're in the mood for a good, like, pub burger, right? If you're in the mood for, like, hearty steak fries and a 3rd-pound burger on a toasted brioche bun, you're not going to McDonald's for that. If I'm in the mood for legitimate Sichuan cuisine, or if I'm in the mood for, like, don don noodles or gyoza or soup dumplings like xiaolong bao or something like that, I'm not going to Panda for that. I'm going to Panda when I want to spend 20 bucks, get a grocery bag full of food, and have it be exactly what I want it to be and be ridiculously convenient. You know what I mean? I don't consider, you know, I don't consider Panda to be legitimate Chinese food any more than I consider Taco Bell to be Mexican. Taco Bell's not Mexican food, but for what it is, it scratches a very definitive and inexpensive itch. If that tracks. That said, if I did have more, like... Oh shit! I'm talking food! Fungal Caverns, could you chill out for like a minute? Oh sure, yeah, no, every, you know, in every major city, I was watching Mikey Chen do Philadelphia's Chinatown. And Philadelphia's Chinatown had a whole bunch of shit written in Mandarin that was like their legitimate menu, and then right next to it for like the ultra Caucasian people, they had like General's chicken and orange chicken and shit like that. I guess I'm over here now. Here in Richmond, I don't really have a lot of like legitimate Sichuan. I don't have like a whole lot of legitimate Sichuan and Chinese places. I've got some, but some of them are farther. Oh, I'm gonna probably die here. Some of them are definitely farther away than, say, my nearest Panda is. How many extra will I have? 40 some odd. If I have my druthers, right? So like if the money is comparable, and they'll deliver, or if the money's comparable and I know the food will come out quickly if I go to pick it up, then I'll probably do a mom and pop shop. If for no other reason, then I'd rather support a mom and pop shop than support a billion-dollar corporation. That said, where I live in Richmond, Virginia, there ain't a lot of Richmond, Virginia doesn't do Asian particularly well. There's some ramen places, none near me. There's some Sichuan places, none near me. So all things being equal, I'll support a mom and pop Chinese place before I'll support a billion-dollar corporation. Even though I really like Panda, like it was the one place when I was in Idaho where it was like my friends were like, let's go get some fast food before we get on this like bus to whatever, or let's get some fast food before we go to the movies. They're talking about like McDonald's or Burger King. I'd just be like, yo, that Panda Express just opened up. That's what I want to do instead. I'm sick of shitty burgers. So I got kind of a, oh no. This is how we die now. This is how we die now. Getting teleported into the realm of toxic rock was not the greatest thing. Ha ha ha! With 3 HP to spare! Somebody stop me. Bad Asian food? It's not bad, it's just scant. Does that make sense? If I want a good Sichuan place, I gotta drive to a different part of town. Because all my Chinese food places are the hyper-Americanized Caucasian Chinese, you know? Oh no, you can't be over here. Oh, he's gonna tickle me. I'm gonna get hentai to death. That's a great combo. Oh, can I step in that? Holy shit! What are you? Ball lightning. Well, this is stupid. I love it. I'm taking it. We're not gonna live anyway. I was just watching a show on HBO Max. Some guy there won a competition, does Asian food. Maybe look him up. I think he was trying to put down a brick and mortar, mostly pop-up from what I saw. In Richmond? Because, like, Peter Chang's got a pretty good place. Pretty good. Man, is it? It's pricey as shit, though. Peter Chang's got a pretty good place. It's pricey as a motherfucker. It's like $2 a soup dumpling. And they're not even particularly juicy soup dumplings. I ordered like a hot pot from him, not like hot pot, but a hot pot from them. And it was so nummy, I couldn't eat it. It was so nummy that it like hurt me to eat it. His place is Young Mother? My only real problem is that there's just no place near me. Young Mother RVA. A private yakitori omakase. Hello. Yo, I see gyoza. Oh, sorry, Korean dumpling soup. Alright, Daniel. I'll have to track this guy's place down. He may not have a brick and mortar yet. He crushed that competition, though. This place is right for Asian cuisine. It's listen, that hot pot place that opened up, not near us. It's on the other side of town, but you know what I mean. In the city, that hot pot and Korean barbecue place. Every time I've driven past that place, it has been, the parking lot's been filled to capacity. And we're getting, if I've understood it correctly, we're getting a Loti Mart up on Broad Street, like a 58,000 square foot Loti Mart. This place has got decent sushi places, and it's got a couple of decent ramen places, but this city is primed for some just blow your fucking hair back monster good Asian food. Yeah, Hot Pot 757 it's got a lot of square footage, and every time we've been in there, it's been filled to the brim. They're opening another one not near that one, and they've said that that one's even bigger. That one would be physically a little closer to us. Yeah, Seth, for sure. If I find that dude's place, I've got the tab open so I can bookmark it. Yakitori omakase, you say? Well, hello. Oh, Daniel, you just got on my radar, young man. Tell me more about yourself, you brute. Alright, I know where I am. Just have to be careful for this chud over here. This is when we leave now. This is when we leave now. This is when we leave now. My health's real bad, and I'm feeling sad. And I don't have places for Sichuan. They're actually, like, I've done a couple of searches. It seems like Richmond does have a couple of Sichuan places. But yeah, like, the one that I knew that was, like... The one that I knew that was, like, a renowned chef. It was good, but goddamn, it was so nummy I couldn't enjoy it. And the fucking soup dumplings were $2 per dumpling. It made it hard to enjoy it. I was like, damn, these are not Din Tai Fung soup dumplings. And they are charging Din Tai Fung soup dumpling prices, you know? Nummy. Sichuan peppercorn has the tendency to numb the lips. Like, numb the lips and the tongue. Yeah, Din Tai Fung is one of those restaurants that came over to America from mainland China. Mainland China? Yeah, mainland China. It got so popular in the East that it flowed over its borders and found its way to the United States, and I think maybe Canada. The dumplings there are dynamite. They are spendy. Every time I've gone there, Nate and Santa Devs and I have managed to run up a fucking respectable bill. But yeah, so like I too was not somebody who knew what nummy meant, like numbing in the food sense. And then I went to this Sichuan place here called Peter Chang's. He's a renowned, yeah. He's a renowned chef. But his shit was so numbing, or at least the dish that I had that night was so numbing that I couldn't feel my lips. It was like I had just sat there and pressed my lips against a very hot salt lick. And I was terrified that it was all gonna be like that. I was like, maybe I just don't like Sichuan, like legitimate Sichuan cuisine. And then I tried it again somewhere else, like the same dish, and it was dialed way back, and I was like, oh, this sensation's pleasant. This, like, tingly sensation is pleasant. It's just not pleasant when it's so overwhelming that you can't taste anything else. No, not like badly prepared fugu. It felt the same way that an oversalted dish feels without the whole, like, holy shit, if I take in any more sodium, I'm gonna die. But, like, that same feeling of, like, if you eat something that's, like, way oversalted, and you're just like, oh my god, I feel like electricity coursing through my mouth. I feel like we need a dating show where Taffy dates different restaurants. 3 restaurants enter, 1 will put on the will come back list. I genuinely mean it when I say I wanna, if I transitioned off of anything to anything, I would want to transition off of video games to doing like local restaurant reviews on TikTok. I'm not sure I want tingling from my food. It can be pleasant. A lot of people say the same thing about not wanting food that sets their mouth on fire, but I fucking love hot sauce. I'm sure it's not for everybody, but I enjoy it in moderation. I did not enjoy it at Peter Chang's for Peter Chang prices. Holy shit. Ugh. These are not... This is not great wands. Does that one become my digging wand? It might. Oh Christ, I forgot about this one. Yeah, the wool. I feel the same way. I don't eat things that are hot for the sake of them being hot, but I do eat things that are hot that also have some crazy other flavors going on. If it's hot and it tastes bomb, yeah, I'll tolerate a painful shit later. If it means that the thing that I'm eating is hot but also is flavored really well. The occasional aggressive Thai dish or the occasional aggressive Indian dish. But if you're getting like ginger and turmeric and garlic and Thai basil and all these other things like popping through and it's just like aggressively hot, I'm in. Raw heat pisses me, yeah, raw heat pisses me off to no end. Not the movie. Not the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie of the same name. Holy shit. Yeah, that'll do. No. Yeah. Maybe. Ugh. Rage fueled levitations, killing an enemy will replenish some of your levitation power. Gain double gold per nugget. Friendly critters. Immune to explosive damage, all-seeing eye, or boomerang spells. We're gonna get all-seeing eye and explosives damage. Oh, Billy. Oh my god! Y'all fucked up. Y'all about to taste my funky wrath.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Holy shit. Yo, Galen, what's going on, man? I potentially need your guidance. I got all sorts of, either you or Ernest one. I gotta get y'all to look at my bookkeeping and help me work on some of my bucketing and categorization. Tier 1, 52 months, dude. Thank you so much. I've doomed these men to a fiery, claustrophobic death. It's a death trap. You'll never see your families again. That's a pretty terrible one. For sure, Jay does that all the time for folks. That's cool. It's like my rev sheet the revenue on my income statement is right, but like because of all the money that got shuffled around when we were trying to do like SEP IRA contributions and when we were trying to pay my taxes off and all that got jumbled around, it currently reads that I spent $250,000 this year while not making $250,000. And if the IRS will buy that, then I'm okay with deceiving them. But I don't think the IRS is gonna buy that. Yeah, the SEP thing had some weirdness to it. I had a lot of money going in and out of my accounts that was just me jockeying my personal funds around. And the way that I have my bucket set up, every time I pulled it back out, it would go in as an owner's contribution. But then it would come out and they'd be like, that's a disbursement. That counts as part of your spend for this year. I'm like, well, no, not really. The IRS isn't big on deceptions. The IRS loves nothing more. The IRS loves nothing more than a good-natured joke among friends, you know? The IRS loves nothing more than a good old-fashioned Mr. Beast-style prank. Listen, this wand may kill me, but it's gonna kill a lot of them first, you know? Boy, a lot of hot garbage wands. It may kill me, but I will die with a smile on my face. You're not wrong. Ooh. The fuck? I wasn't even on my electrical wand. Oh, maybe I was. I didn't fire it, though. I must have been on the electrical wand, and it sends an electrical pulse once in a while. Fuck. I must have switched back to my electrical wand. I wasn't on it. Ah, that stinks. Oh, that stinks. I'm doing one more. God damn it. That's frustrating. We were about to have a I felt good things coming together with that. I must have instinctively switched back to the one wand slot. I thought I had put it on a different wand. Oh, I feel very dumb.